How's it going, Critter Family? I hope you all are doing well. I'm so glad that you are enjoying the recent uploads. I appreciate all the support and the kind words from everybody, and congratulations on the new job. I want to give you all an update. As much as I appreciate everyone's congratulations, I am no longer working with said shelter. Nothing personal. It's just after 3 months of just go, 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 it was a lot on my mental health, a lot on my physical health, and I'm not the right person for the job. So it was a lot of responsibility, and with a too much gene, as Jenna Marbles would call it. I put everything into anything I do. I go full gung-ho, and I couldn't do it anymore. So, after 10-hour days, continuously working and taking side jobs on my days off, it was a lot. So yeah, I'm just not made for that kind of position. Looking after, all the animals and, looking after volunteers and such. So yeah, it was a lot, but I learned a lot in that position. I learned a lot. I'm still friendly with, my coworkers and the volunteers there, and I will still be sure to absolutely come visit them as often as I can. So, in the meantime, that has given me a good bit of rest that I've needed. I am helping my sister with her online store. She's a wonderful artist, and so I'm helping her with that, as well as making videos for you all, and I hope to get a bunch more done today. I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews, and I hope to be able to keep up with that, for longer periods of time. So I definitely plan to go full on into my YouTube channel, as well as any other training. So thank you so much for this long intro. Thank you for listening and bearing with me. I do have a new little baby. She's asleep right now, but I'm sure that you will see her very frequently on the channel. I'll probably put a picture up here now. This is Ellie. She is my new little baby. I adopted on Adonis's birthday, what would have been his 13th birthday on June 13th. I adopted little Miss Ellie, who was previously known as Sprite from the shelter. She had a brother named Mountain Dew, because they have themes. And she is just the best little critter I could ever ask for. She's just looking up at Adonis's little shrine, and she's just as good as that good boy, and very much what I needed. And so now I'm able to come home and spend more time with her. I adopted her when I was still working with the shelter, so my sister was here and she was doing just fine, and she's integrating with the other kitties and my ferret very well. So she definitely has a lot of playmates to play with, and she's just perfect. She really is. She's about 3 months old, maybe a little bit over that. But yeah, she's an awesome little baby. So you'll definitely be seeing lots of videos of her. So there's that. That's the beginning of a life update as of up to recently that I can think of to update you all on. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the suggestions. Today's video is actually a suggestion from Chips from the channel, and thank you so much for that. We are looking at Stallion Attack on Public Bradaway, UK. I think this video is a few years old. This is a place where public are allowed to ride through. So these ladies are on their horses. I mean, I do see a bit, I do see what looks like the martingale. I mean, it is what it is, but there's apparently a loose stallion running around, and I'm just gonna read the horse's body language, and I mean, I've never been in this situation before, so I'll just kind of give whatever ideas I might think of at the time, but, nobody's perfect. So if you all are ready for that, then let's get started. Okay, so we got we got bright colors, which is good. I mean, little ear covers, but bright colors so people know that they're there, crossing streets. Beautiful stallion. He looks like a gypsy vanner. I don't know. I love draft types. I don't know certain breeds of horses, but beautiful dude. So this is a moment where I hope they give their horse their head. There's times there's a time and a place when you want to take your horse's head away and you want to give them their head. I want to give them their head to be able to see, kind of what's behind them, but I also want to keep them from wanting to herd up with this stallion or if he's going to try and steal these mares. He's a stallion, meaning he is a male horse who has not been gelded or cut or neutered, or he hasn't had his testicles removed, so he's able to have babies. So he just sees these horsies, these lady horses. He can smell them. We don't know if either of them are in heat or not, but if he's really hanging out with them, there's a possibility that they could be in heat. I'm not saying that they are, but he just sees horses and he says, "Hey, you ladies are looking good. I'm a stallion. I want you to be part of my little harem, my little herd." So she's, ouch. So we're pulling, golly, man, look at these tight bits. So she's trying to whack at him with a whip. I wouldn't necessarily worry about that unless he's like directly trying to mount. I'd be worried about moving my horse's body to keep them facing the stallion. Maybe I might try to move the stallion away, or I might, I don't know. I might try to strategically move away from this stallion. Try to cut out, move his feet, which normally a mare probably wouldn't. But if I'm controlling the mare, I can make her move his feet. He may try to snake, which means he pins his ears and puts his head down. Usually stallions or a lot of geldings, the male counterpart is usually more intimidating to the females than vice versa, depending on the situation. That doesn't mean that a lot of females can't, tell the stallion or the gelding or the male counterpart, they can't tell them off, they will, but in general, it's just kind of, battle of the sexes, I guess. But I wouldn't be, the bit here is not helping. I want my horse to be able to move comfortably. We're in mud. I want to make sure they have good footing. I would probably turn them and start trying to push the stallion. But, I don't know that I would be wandering, in big fields like this anyway. Certainly not here in the U.S., but, I don't know. You do the best you can. So I'd probably be doing this with this, I'm pointing with my finger. I need to use the mouse. I'd be doing more of what this woman is doing. I wouldn't have a tight, look at that tight bit. So he's following this mare who, as the lady is trying to move the mare away, she's drawing this stallion. I would turn to face the stallion and push the stallion. Yelling obviously doesn't mean diddly squat to him. It's an instinct. I can't say I wouldn't be yelling. This whip isn't, doing anything, but I would use the two horses to push him, because two are more than one. It's a lot more pressure. I would be cutting him off, of course, being aware that you don't want your horse to get kicked or anything. Ouch, 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 ouch. So look at these loud hands. They're trying to pull. This horse's ears are pinned. When you have a bit, it doesn't help, because your horse is not only in pain, but they're fearful, or they're trying to, they're fighting between listening to you and listening to the stallion, and they might be really fearful, and pain doesn't help that. It certainly doesn't help anything when anything is fearful, let alone a horse. So I would, I wouldn't be riding with a bit. No, so he's going to run up, this horse is going to rear. All this is just a mess.
Oh, Sue, I'm going to have to get off.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I canter.
So there's, smack him. Okay, so now there's other horses running. So if he sees them running, he might go follow them, or they may run up to him. So this is all just kind of an issue. They're trying, so this woman here is trying to run, and they're allowing this horse to, not purposely, but this horse is able to stop their forward movement because they're trying to get in and push and bite. That's one thing that's like, again, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be in a situation like this normally. I would just go out, doodling along and, in the field or wherever, going for little walks. I wouldn't be going out very far. And this is in the UK, so I'm sure they have a lot of open fields like this. It's very irritating. I mean, if this were after this situation, I might carry something like a, I don't know, citronella spray or something. I mean, I don't know. It just depends. I'm not saying anybody should do that. Citronella spray is really like a dog deterrent. It might work on horses. I don't know. We're hoping this doesn't happen more often, but I would be pushing my horse towards this one, trying to control the herd. You know, stallion or no stallion. You know, I can teach my mare or whatever horse I'm on that, hey, we can control this guy's movement more than he's going to try and control ours.
Get away!
So again, like, just screaming.
Get away! Oh, you fucking broke, Sue.
So she broke her whip or her crop or whatever. They're running, which is going to draw those horses, which is not necessarily a good idea, because when you, this is a bad situation. I mean, they're doing the best they can, you know, but when you're running and you're getting the horses to chase you or follow you, or they think they're pushing you, then you get them amped up. You get them all jacked up. And then this is where this kind of behavior might come from. He gets in front. He stops your forward movement. He gets on his hind legs. He starts fighting. I don't know if this is a gelding as well. These could be, it could be a stallion and other geldings instead of mares. I may have misgendered them, not knowing, and that can cause more of a fight. I don't know. Maybe this is this stallion's little herd over here to the right, and he sees that they're male horses, other geldings, and so he comes over to fight, saying, hey, you're attracting my ladies. These are my ladies. Let's fight.
Sue, I'm petrified. Get away!
So yeah, this is all just...
Go! Go!
I mean, and it's unfortunate because the horse can't really get full control of what they need to do because of the bit and because of the martingale tie down, whatever you want to call it, because of the restriction on them. I mean, you might consider, you know, if this horse is turning to your face, you know, turning your horse's butt to them and backing your horse into them. You know, they can threaten to kick. I mean, they bite the butt rather than, you know, with the feet there, rather than trying to bite the face or rear up. I mean, I would probably do that if they're going to come face me, turn my butt and, you know, turn our butt and back into them. I mean, again, there's a million different ways to handle this, but these poor horses. And they're all just being horses. They're not bad. They're not, you know, aggressive or stupid. It's not anything against a stallion. It's just simply being a stallion. They're simply being horses with their mares, their geldings. They're in heat. They're not in heat. They're a stallion. They're just being horses. And, you know, humans happen to get into the mix.
Go on. Go! Go! Go!
So again, I wouldn't necessarily start galloping.
You fucking thing! I fucking knew that was a stallion. Go on! Go on!
I mean, I get they're trying to get to safety, which is, you know, that's one thing. But again, you're calling these horses to you by running. You're going to get them into fight or flight, which is going to jack them up. This is just what I'm seeing in this moment. You know, I don't know how I would handle this if I would ever be in this situation. You know, I'd probably be screwed. Who knows? But, you know, I try to teach my horse to teach them, you know, like what a horse can do. You know, either turn and face them and push them, or if they're going to start rearing up, turn the butt, you know, show them the butt and continue showing your butt to their face and, you know, back your horse into them. Of course, trying to be as safe as you can. If you need to get away, get away. This whole thing is just unfortunate, and just, I'm glad everybody seemed to be... See? There you go. There you go. So it looks like it may very well be a male horse that... this horse here might very well be a gelding, because it looked like the way the stallion was going and sniffing his private area. If he were a female, the stallion would likely smell, you know, more like where the tail area is. So he could be over here. It could be a little bachelor herd. I don't know. And they're trying to fight. But I would absolutely keep turning my horse's butt to him, just like we saw happen there. We're going to go back a few seconds. See, when the human, there you go, good boy, get him. So when the human is not in the face of the horse, and the horse is able to do what they need to do, they can tell this horse to back off. You know, it's also dangerous that we're in a corner. We have this here. I mean, we didn't expect to be around other horses, but this can still get caught on a number of things. I hope it's like Velcro so it can come off easily. But yeah, kick him. Get him, good boy. Or girl, you know, I'm assuming boy. Yeah, kick him, there you go. Kick him, get him. And I don't mean that as like, you know, normally I don't support, you know, a horse kicking another horse, but it's just like with a dog. You know, when you have a loose animal that is causing problems and you have your animal tethered, whether to a leash, whether it's a horse on reins or a halter or whatever it is, and you are in trouble, no matter what happens that got you in that position, whether you're entirely at fault or you're not at all, you're just minding your own business and a loose horse or a loose dog comes over, I want the animal to be able to defend themselves, because a lot of times the humans can't. We put them in this situation where they can't be free, so I want them to know that they can defend themselves. We don't want to take it too far. We don't want anybody really getting hurt, but we want them to be able to tell them, back off. So I would not be worried about trying to get the fence open now. I would be really putting pressure on the horses and the stallion, getting space clear from this corner. You know, that would be when I'd be using the whip and whatnot, or whatever I need to, you know, using a rock or swinging something, taking a boot off, whatever, and just saying, hey, get out of here. This is my space. You know, you're not even thinking about my horse. You're more afraid of me than anything else here. I mean, again, tight reins on its bit, so it still can't turn its head. It can't really defend itself. It's just kicking blindly, which can cause issues. I mean, they're doing the best they can in this situation, but I don't like how short. I mean, because she's so short, you know, it doesn't seem like she has good control of her horse she's never controlled her horse on like a long rein where she can, you know, kind of send him away to give her space to open the gate so he can go out. I know that this is not the time or place to start training that. This is just what I see. So now he's focusing more on the stallion than her, because the stallion is still there.
Hang on. Yeah, fuck off.
So we did see the stallion did drop, so they may or may not be mare horses that the stallion smells. I mean, he could just be doing that to assert his dominance, or just because he's excited. Again, tight on the reins. Give your horse a break. I mean, that's part of the reason why the reins and the bit particularly doesn't help the situation. It doesn't make anything better. So all of this was just unfortunate. I mean, what are you going to do? But I would give my horse their head so they could see what's coming on, and I would probably just keep turning the butt and backing, you know, both horses, if you can control them, both horses back into the stallion, and keep pushing them until they give you enough space and they know, like, okay, you're bigger, you're higher, I'm not going to mess with you. Yeah, so that's just what I saw. Somebody asked me to cover it. So this is what I happened to see. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be getting more horsey videos out as well as more doggy videos, of course. Hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you would like to see next time. Until then, give your little ones a little howdy-do for me. Give them some kind of love and they appreciate. And until next time, practice peace, patience, and positivity.